Hello and welcome. Yeah, today we are going to do price action analysis. If you're doing volatility 51S, you're going to do analysis and see where the market is going, where to buy, where to sell, or whether to wait. So from the market, as we can see, we are going to use a phone. We have noticed many traders they don't have PCs, so we can lower down and use our phone to give a better guidance on how to do analysis of price action. So from what we can see here, we can just use our crosshair and try to explain. So follow the crosshair clearly. From what we can see here, we have the higher high, we have a higher low, which higher low then was broken to be a higher high. So we have a lower low here, we have a lower low, lower low, lower high, lower high, and from that there the market took another trajectory. So the market initially, for you to observe and to know where the market is going, you have first of all to know, is the market in an uptrend or a downtrend? So from what we can see, the market initially was in a sell, it was in a downtrend. So you could only look for an opportunity to sell if you are a trend follower. So from here we can see the market was coming down, but from this point we have the head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulder. We have the shoulder, the left shoulder, the right shoulder, and the head. This pattern itself is a reversal pattern. So it is one of the price action that we can say that is so consistent. When you see it somewhere, you can be able to know the market is reversing. So we have this inverse head and shoulder, and now we have a higher high or lower high. Sorry. So from here we can be able to know the market has started taking another shape of an uptrend. It was initially in a downtrend, but now here it is in an uptrend. That is very important as a trader for you to observe and to know whether to buy or where to sell. I told you volatility indices, they follow technical analysis 100%. So as I'm showing you how to draw them, it is good to take note of that the moment you see these patterns. So from there we can go direct to draw our trend line, because as I told you, as a technical analysis, you can use trend line which are simple to draw. So I'll show you how to draw a trend line. So you touch the right shoulder, connect it to the lower high. Observe how I'm going to draw it. Let me remove this. So you touch, because I told you this, because this market has only technical analysis, therefore you should be very keen when you're drawing the trend line. You touch only at the tip of the candlestick. So from there we can draw the upper trend line. We connect the 2 points, and it's very important to know how to draw this trend line so that you can be able to ensure that you maximize on them. So from there, what we can see, the market started here. Another opportunity to buy, because now on an uptrend we can only buy. We don't sell in an uptrend. We don't sell in an uptrend. We only buy. So we buy low, we sell high. So buy here, buy here. So where the market is, we can only wait for the market to come here. But again, this is not our final judgment. We are doing a top-down analysis. So price action, as I started, you first of all observe the structure of the market. From there we come to drawing the trend line to observe where the market is going or where the place to buy. So from there we can go to our phone and find another analysis. Just by using your phone, you can try to zoom in so that you can be able to draw well. And from what we can see here, we cannot be able to draw it clearly. Yeah, that is how it's appearing on this side. So basically we can see this market is following trend line 100%. From this point we are expecting the market to come here, but again we want to draw another trend line using our 4. We zoom it out to know whether this market is right to buy or we can wait. So we again add a trend line and we draw it from this point. You can see from this point we draw our trend line up there. Yes, we draw as many trend lines as possible, because trend lines are easier to draw and they are easy to predict the market. So from what we can see, let me just zoom it out. We can see the market touched this point. it touched this point. Again, it touched here. Therefore, it tells you this is a valid trend line. From there, we can see it's touching this point and this point. Therefore, it tells you, in as much as the daily time frame, it is telling you the market is coming to around this place. That's why I told you it's not right for you to sell in an uptrend. It's always good for you to buy in an uptrend and to sell in a downtrend. So we are seeing that our 4 time frame, this trend line is telling us that this market is so right for us to buy. And because now we are in an uptrend and this market has potential to go further, we can consider this trade as a buy. From here, we've seen this is a support, this another support using our 4 time frame. So therefore tells you this point, it gives you a chance for you to buy this trade. Actually, we bought this trade long time ago, and we are waiting for it to hit at a profit that is in a daily time frame. So basically, that's what we do when you're analyzing these volatility indices. I told you they are following the technical analysis 100%, so you don't have to use any indicators. Just use trend line. Trend line are easy to draw. Like you can see, we have just used only 3 trend lines, and we can be able to know where the market is going. We can be able to actually predict the next point of our take profit, because from here, you can see from this upper trend line, this market will definitely reach to this point around this place. But if you're using maybe other technical analysis like using the indicators, it's very hard for you to know where the market will reach. So basically, that's what we do here when we are analyzing this market. We just use a simple strategy of using just trend line. These things you can use equidistant channel or parallel channels to analyze the market, because the most of the time these volatility indices, they follow a technical, they follow equidistant because they are following a certain pattern, a repetition of what has been done before. So when you're using equidistant channel, you'll be able to predict the next phase or the next point of where the market shall go. So basically from here, if you want to analyze this market and to press a buy, you will see that it's the first thing is an uptrend. You can observe from this support, another support. Probably it will touch another support here. We have this resistance, another resistance. Our 4, we have this support, this support, this support, this support. So if we were to analyze this trade, we could have bought here, put our stop loss somewhere here, and put our take profit around here. A risk reward of 1:3, which is so good when you're trading these volatility indices. So if you have not understood any concept, feel free to comment, and I will encourage you to subscribe always, so that every time we upload a video, you can be able to be notified. So that's for today. Price action using trend line. See you in the next one.